What's good, YouTube? It's your girl E, and today is August 16th, 2026. Um, okay. First of all, I'm learning to keep this mic closer to my mouth. Before I was talking with this mic down here. And as I replayed the videos, and I'm talking like 20 something minutes, I realized that the mic was too low. Anyway, so what is this video about? I may never even post this video, and that's okay. Um, but this is more so for me to document um my journey my journey in general. But I had a CT scan for something, and they found something else instead of that something I thought it was. I'm like, bruh. So, um, they said, that I have an enlarged uterus. So I guess the creatine I was taking, my uterus loved it, you know. Now, I've been taking creatine like on and off. Like I still have a bottle from probably last year. I don't know. But I don't take creatine as consistent as I probably should. Or maybe that's a good thing. Maybe my body's telling me, no, I don't know. But maybe my uterus has been sucking up all my creatine that I've been taking. And now she's all muscle mommied up instead of me. Anyway, and then they said I had fibroids. Okay, cool, whatever. And then I think they said I had like a renal stone or something like that. I don't know. They said it wasn't blocking anything, but I was like, oh, okay, well, thank you. Anything else on the menu? So, um, yeah, I don't know. Well, I suspect that could be the reason why sometimes I have a little shortness of breath. My breathing could be a little labored at times. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, I'm working out. I'm eating healthy for the most part. I'm eating healthy ish. And I still feel like crap. Okay. So, and then, my energy levels now, I do feel like, okay, first of all, let me just do it like this. So let me put this down just a little bit. I ain't got no bra on, mind your business. But this is how my stomach looks right now. You see that? Let me see if I can go a little lower. Now, to some people, this may not look like a lot. My stomach isn't totally bloated right now because it has been bigger than that. It's been like out to here before. But anyway, so don't let the biceps fool you. Um, yeah. So, and this is just me being honest. This is my journey to self mastery. Okay, and I have dealt with a lot of things over the years when it came to my health. So, and I've overcome them. I just want to be clear. A lot of things that I have dealt with, I have overcome and cleared them out. And I realized I was always sick as a child too. I was always sick as a child. That's so interesting to me. And I remember my mom was always giving me some vial. It was like a vial of something. And she had to put water in it, shake it up. It was sweet. But I was always given something because I was always sick. And I still remember screaming to the top of my lungs, clutching onto my mother as they were trying to give me shots. Anyway, as a kid. I wonder if there's more to that. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about healing naturally because I'm not going under a knife. I don't want nobody touching me. The only time I went under a knife was for an emergency surgery that an army doctor just didn't give a fuck about. So when I went to go see a German specialist, the German specialist caught the issue before my army doctor, who should not have been a doctor, period. Anyway, that was my only emergency surgery, and I could have died had I not gotten that surgery. So thank you to the specialists who actually did their job. Moving on, because that's not what this video is about either. This video is about me just figuring my life out. Now, why am I making this video and telling y'all my business? Well, anytime you post something on the internet, your business will be told. And I'm just doing this for my own documentation. This is something for me to look back on. So in the future, when all of this is resolved, I can say, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember I went through that. So now here's my issue when it comes to watching other people in their stories, journeys, whatever. It seems like everybody has a different method of resolving their fibroids, whatever problem that ails them. It seems like everybody has a different way of resolving that issue. And that just made me feel like I'm all over the place, because I'm like, okay, this person used herbs to heal it. This person used manifestation or, affirmations to heal it. This person used frequencies. That person, she just added some salt to her copper water bottle and drank it. This person got surgery. This person got surgery with their uterus being removed. This person, she just tapped into her energy center and healed the sacral and the sacral, and the solar plexus and the root. This person just had a Kundalini, awakening, start, doing the Harlem Shake. And now, this is not to make fun of the Kundalini awakening, by the way. I'm just saying, okay, just relax. But this person had a Kundalini awakening, you know what I'm saying? And that snake done, the snake within done healed them. So this could very well just be bloating. However, I do, from what the CT scan said, but I feel this way. I feel like it should be an identity shift, right? This personality may have fibroids and a creatine uterus. Okay. I just got a buff uterus. That's all. She lifts weights too. Okay. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, I don't use like tampons. So there's nothing that goes up in there to cause any toxicity that I know of. But I don't use tampons and I'm not sexually active. Haven't been sexually active in years. I can care less about it at this point, right? In my life. I am 100% abstinent. And plus, I'm just not attracted to anybody. I don't know. Maybe I'm broken. But I'm asexual at this moment in time. So there can't be anything in here from somebody else. Now, however, it could be from food. When I did have those McDonald's and Burger King burgers from time to time, or it could be from stress. It could very well be from stress. And here's the reason why. I feel in my situation, it could be from stress. Well, first of all, I've been living in fight or flight all my life. And I never had the opportunity to truly just live in Zen. All right. I was always in survival mode. I was taking care of other people's kids, had custody of my mother's children. And before I got custody of my mother's children, I was still taking care of them as a kid, my childhood was snatched from me. I was parentified, right? So I do feel like there's an energetic reason why this is happening. Because I feel if I'm eating right, for the most part, if I'm eating right and I'm working out, I'm drinking more water, I'm doing all of the things, it has to be something deeper. It has to be something energetic. Has to be. It has to be. One thing I've realized is number one, I am a safe space for people. People trauma dump on me so bad. Girl, when I tell you, people see me as their unpaid therapist. I'm the therapist friend. And I'm the friend that cares a little too much. And every time something goes wrong, I'm trying to help you figure out how to fix it. Or I'm getting you something, or I'm buying you something, or I'm trying to make you feel better. I'm that friend at it, and I'm done with that. I'm still gonna be a genuine person because that's just my energy signature. That's just me. However, I have to be very careful of who I let dump all of their trauma that they're creating in their life onto me. I need to stop that. Also, I need to start saying no more. Um, but one thing I have realized is from stress, um, whether that came from, debt that I owed, because at one point I was over $250,000 in debt, like as of a few months ago. I'm no longer there. The debt is cleared. And no, it wasn't bankruptcy. I wish I could have done that, but I did not qualify. Um, from what I was told, I didn't qualify because I had too many assets. My assets outweighed my debt. Well, honestly, it was kind of, you know what I'm saying, equal. But anyway, so what I did was I just sold that asset and I paid off my debt. But I still feel like I'm in survival mode. I still feel like I'm in fight or flight mode. And now I'm at a point where I'm trying to retrain my body. And that retraining is what I'm watching. I really don't watch trauma type stuff anyway, but it's like the trauma comes from people within my energy field now because they feel comfortable around me. And I've noticed that whenever people dump their trauma onto me, like my neck starts hurting. I start doing like this. You know what I'm saying? Because they're putting all that onto my shoulders. I'm not even aware that I just stepped into their energy field with their thought programs. You know what I'm saying? Their thought forms that surround their energy field. And now that's being put onto me. And I'm wondering why, dang, why do I feel tired all of a sudden? Why do I feel their pain? That's because I ain't cleansing energetically because I wash my body, okay? But I don't spiritually cleanse like I know I should. And I know how to do it. I've just been lazy. So, with that being said, is this: I'm going to stop letting people cross my boundaries. I feel like that is something that's um, contributing to this issue. Because, I've realized that some people can drink alcohol, eat ice cream, eat junk food, and they could be completely healthy. It's because they're just living in their authenticity and they're not letting people or situations dim their light, dim their authenticity. Meanwhile, the people who maybe eating the healthiest, because I feel like I was, um, I can't think of the word, but I'll think of it in a second because I'm trying not to have awkward pauses because I don't usually edit these videos. I let them run. But there are people who can eat the healthiest all their life and still feel like crap because they haven't tapped into their authenticity and they're not happy. They're doing this to survive, not because this is what their body craves and they love it. It's not a lifestyle. It's like almost like a job. So, hmm, yeah. I feel like I've been a chronic healer all my life. I think that's the word I was looking for, a chronic healer. And on top of that, I've always healed other people. I always put other people before me. That's the problem. Um, Trauma, wounds that I'm still processing. I'm not saying it's unprocessed because I have been processing, baby. When Justin Timberlake said, "Cry me a river," God damn, I think I done cried in the ocean over the past year. I'll just start tearing up for nothing. But it's something. My body's releasing something. But I'm like, dang, when did I become such a crybaby? But just me saying that, it's like, oh, I never had the opportunity to cry. And now I'm doing it. I ain't got no bra on, so mind your business. Um, I've never been afforded the opportunity to cry because I've always had to be the strong one. I've always had to be the protector, the provider, the nurturer, the Uber, the ATM, the therapist, the preacher, the pastor, the everything but me. I've always felt like I wasn't heard, I wasn't listened to. And not only that, I would tell people things to help them, and then they would not listen, hear somebody else tell them that, and then all of a sudden, did you know such and such and such? I'm like, I just told you that. You mean what I just told you? So another thing is letting, um, having conversations with people that I may care about that are crossing my boundaries, right? If we're in a conversation, you keep cutting me off. If we're in a conversation and you like to dominate it, I don't know why I don't speak up about it. I guess because I'm just such a chill, laid back person. I don't usually say anything. I don't. And I'm just like, all right, well, maybe that's just their personality. But it's like if I have something important to say to add to the conversation at hand and you keep cutting me off and I'm allowing it, I'm not doing myself a service, period. Because now I'm enabling you to keep doing that behavior. Especially when I said, hold up, well, let me finish. And then you keep doing it. So because I care, I'm going to let you know. You know what I'm saying? That's where I need to be at. Because usually if I don't care, I'm just gonna block you. I have blocked so many people, it don't matter who it is. I'm very quick to block somebody because I've been through so much nonsense. Anyway, this video has gotten a little long, but that's okay because it's my channel. Um, but yeah, I don't think I'll be this way. I'm gonna look a lot better very soon. You know what I'm saying? My physique is gonna look a little better. I'm still working on growing. I've been working out for over 22 years. So even at times when I've taken a month off the gym and I go back, it's muscle memory. However, I have never gotten to my goal physique and I'm going to get there because I will be 39 next year. Not next year, next month. I will be 39 and I will be 40 next year. So I have work to do. And one last thing before I end this transmission is that another thing I think that is contributing to all of my stress. Because like it's that gut feeling. It's all in the gut. Clutter. Clutter. So, hey, future self, if you're watching this, clear out the clutter. You have clutter in 3 storage units, 3 that you're paying on every month. Okay. 3 storage units. And you still have stuff within the place that you are currently occupying and paying lots, hell of a lot of rent for. Okay. So you need to clear out the clutter. It got to go. If you got to call a junk removal service, do so. Get it out of here. It got to go. Once I start clearing out the clutter, once I start setting my boundaries, and then continuing to drink a little bit more water, I just got a copper vessel, so I'm going to start using that. I make copper jewelry. I don't know why. I don't wear them. I'm going to start making more jewelry and wearing them. And just getting back into my authenticity and setting boundaries and sticking to them. Even setting boundaries with myself. Meaning not buying stuff I know I don't need. Because let me just go ahead and make another video. But you know what? No, because I'm on the topic and I'm going to forget if I don't say it now. Anyway, I have been putting things in my cart, whether that be Amazon or whatever. And then I just let it sit. Let it sit for 24 to 48 hours. And guess what? I realized, I really don't want that. Trash. Now, if I put something in my cart and then I save it for later, and then like a couple of weeks later, I'm like, I really did want that. Well, I need to figure out why. Why do you want it? And then after I figure out my why, okay, then there's a possibility that I can have it. All right, now this video is getting too long. I'm done.